KC9VKV, Kilo Mike 4, Alpha India Delta.
The Alpha India Delta station, come back with your call again, please.
The call is Kilo Mike 4, Alpha India Delta. This is David, and I'm in Summerville, South Carolina.
Roger, David. Nice signal towards Louisville, Kentucky. This is Jim, Juliet India Mike, and the call is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor.
Roger on that. I've been listening to you for the last hour or so, and I've also saved your page on the computer on YouTube, and I find you very interesting. I compliment you on what you're doing and have done for ham radio and the support. You appear to give a lot of hams out here throughout the QSOs that you have with them.
Roger, Roger. Well, what we want to be is a sounding board. So, a guy can check out his actual signal and see what it sounds like. And it's his signal. It's not a microphone in a room, It is a direct signal. We pay particular attention to acquiring the transmissions just as pristine as possible. We go to great lengths as far as the front end of our receiver. We have our RF and our AF knob tied together, so we bring them both up together. We are not compressing in the front end of the receiver, so we don't have a bunch of noise trying to suck up between words and stuff like that when people just turn their RF gain all the way up. We just put as much RF gain in there as we need to get where we want to go. Roger.
Roger on that. Very, very interesting. I've been enjoying it, and I love, it's a learning experience for me. And I've been on for several years now. I listen a lot. I don't talk a lot, but I enjoy it.
Roger. Well, you have a nice signal then. What's your location again?
I'm in Summerville, South Carolina, which we're a suburb of Charleston.
Roger, and your call is KM4AID, Roger?
Roger on that, sir.
Roger, I got to stop doodling on the same page that I'm trying to conduct business with here, because the doodles are getting in the way of the call signs.
Roger on that. As we all wonder, and we set our radios up, we never know what people think of how they sound, so I'm going to ask you your opinion of mine.
I think it's mellow, and it's loud, and it's not abrasive. So I think you've got it going on, Roger. You can tell me when you hear it back if you check out the QSO-VLOG on YouTube later on. I would say probably 3 days or so, somewhere in there. I might, it just depends. But right now I've probably got about 10 QSOs, so it'll take me a little while to break them out. Roger?
Roger on that, and I appreciate the opportunity to be able to do that and look forward to it. And I'll thank you, and I'll clear the air for somebody else to get in and absorb some of your knowledge. This will be Kilo Mike 4, Alpha India Delta. I'll be clear with KC9, Victor, Kilo, Victor.
Roger, David, just out of curiosity, what kind of power and antenna and radio are you running?
Roger on that. I have a Yaesu FTDX 1200. I run a Heil PR781. I have a Heathkit SB200 feeding a 40-meter double bazooka and set up as an inverted V.
Roger, Roger. The radio here is a older Yaesu 990 and an even older Heathkit SB220. So there you go. And like I say, we'll probably post this in the next 3 days or so. So if you go to YouTube and do the call letter search, Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, that'll take you to the page. Right at the top of the page, there's one that's got about 150 QSOs on it, so if you click on that one, that'll take you in there, and so we should be somewhere just under Art Bell. Roger?
Roger on that, and I appreciate that. I thank you for your time, and I appreciate what you do for the airwaves. It's Kilo Mike 4 Alpha India Delta. I'll be clear on your final.
Roger, Roger. David 3 is that away, sir. Sounding good from South Carolina. One of the better signals, very loud. I forgot to ask you what your output power was?
I'm sorry, would you say again? I missed that.
Your output power?
Let's see. 500 watts.
Roger, Roger. Appreciate that, sir. I try to keep a correlation of signal to power levels and which would dictate the conditions of the band. So you sounded mighty good from South Carolina. Say threes, and you have a good evening. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor.